What's going on, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how to fillet a yellow perch. Now, generally when I'm filleting fish, I prefer to have a fillet knife, but you know what they say, the best knife for filleting a fish is the knife that you have. And right now we're using just some basic kitchen knives. It's a little bit easier with a good fillet knife, so I highly recommend it, but it is possible, so don't feel like you can't fillet your fish if all of a sudden you come upon a bucket of perch, kind of like we did today. We weren't planning on catching this many fish, but that's what happens sometimes. You want to cut behind the fin here. You can see that. Flip it over, and you're going to cut into the meat, almost on an angle. Down to the backbone. There you go. And you'll feel that backbone here. And then you scrape along the backbone all the way down to the tail. And you just keep gentle pressure right along the vertebrae of this animal. Once you scrape along the backbone of the fish, we're going to scrape down toward the belly along the rib cage. And this is a boneless fillet. And you can listen for those ribs. You hear that? You don't want to go through them. You want to go along them, and then the fillet will actually fall off the fish. And you can see how this fillet is coming off of the bones here and hitting some nerves in this fish. Fresh. It's good. We're going to cut down into the belly fat, and this right here is indicative of the belly of the fish. That's all right. That's good. That's exactly where we want to be. And we'll cut down. And now you're going to keep the tail connected to the perch. The biggest difference you're going to run into with perch skin versus trout skin, for example, is that there's a lot more scales. It's a lot tougher. It's best to just get rid of the skin. Luckily, because it is so tough, it's easy to do. As you can see, we have the fillet off this side of the fish, and the tail is still connected. And this is important if you want to skin the fillets, which I do. And because it's connected, you can hold the whole fish, take your knife down to the skin, and don't worry, you can actually be more aggressive than you think because the skin is pretty tough. And now that skin and the flesh is going to separate. And notice the angle of my knife against the skin of it. It's going down into the scales. And there you have it. That is a boneless, skinless perch fillet. They're not very big, but you can catch a lot of them. I mean, check out this bucket of perch we got. And this is just in a couple of hours we were able to catch that. This is gonna be a nice side for dinner tonight. And so we're gonna fillet them all up, get a little plate going, bread them up, fry them, and it's gonna be delicious. I can't wait.